Okay, so you're about the PS6 week specs as well. So there's a lot of rumors claiming the PS6 is coming out next year or 2027 as well here. And it'll be coming with 8 Zen 6 cores, 40 to 48 LNDA compute units of 3 GHz, 160 TPD, 160-bit or 192-bit bus with GDDL 742 GTs, and it's 3 times PS6 base PS5 basically. So it's basically better performing PS5. I just wonder when it comes to graphics, when it comes to stuff like that. When are we gonna hit the peak? Like I think we may have already kind of hit the peak in change in graphical performance, because PS4 and Xbox One era, and compared to games and now, the resolution isn't really that noticeable to the average human eye. Okay, I know some people may not want to accept this, but when it comes, like, I remember the 90s kids talk about how we always had these huge graphical leaps in terms of gaming, but we don't have them anymore because guess what? Technology has become to be so great and so amazing in terms of graphics that we're never gonna have those massive leaps in graphics again as well, which is kind of the same, but is expected at some point. That graphics are going to be so great eventually that we will never be able to really improve at all. Okay, we'll never be able to improve, and games will look very much like real life or very similar to real life. Okay, as well. Okay, like for example, let's look at Nintendo games. Mario, you see a progression of Mario, but Mario games can't look any better. Okay, it can be very hard to do that. That's why Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart World look very similar. And that is because graphics are just not going to get that much better. It's just the absolute truth of this. And I know some people will not want to stomach this truth, but, can go into a whole graphics thing as well. But graphics are just not going to get better. Okay. We're going to see, we're going to see, oh yeah, graphics. No, okay. No, the graphics. We're never gonna have these graphical leaps again. Okay, it's never gonna happen because guess what? Graphics have gotten so great in games that we don't need to really have these huge graphical leaps anymore. As well, the last graphical leap was probably 360 to PS3 to PS4, Xbox One, when the average game was 720p to 1080p, and also probably the Wii to Wii U was a huge graphical jump as well. But the Wii U to Switch 2 are not really massive graphical jumps, because now the Switch 2 is just on par with the Series S, which is basically, pretty graphically impressive as well. And that's why most Xbox Series X and PS5 games can run the Xbox Series S or Switch 2 no problem, because graphics have not really gotten that much better. And I think we need to accept this reality as well. Goodbye.